Staying productive with Kiara. Welcome to Ray's Hut.
Hi guys, welcome to this new video. As you may already know, I am Ray, and if you don't know, well, welcome to my channel. And today I'm gonna show you my TBR progress. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, do you remember the insane pile of books I planned on reading in August? It didn't go the way I planned. I'm gonna show you the books I've read during the month of August, and it's not a lot at all. Okay, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna start off with the book that I had already mentioned that I was midway reading when I started the TBR challenge, and it is The Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan, and it's the fourth book of the Percy Jackson series, the first Percy Jackson series. Then you have like the Heroes of Olympus, and it's another 5 books, but yeah, this is the fourth book of the first series, and I finished it, obviously. And it's been so good. Like, it brought me back to when I was like 13 and now I'm 18, so it has been so cool to reread this one, basically because I don't reread like most of the times, so it's been a very nice experience, and I don't know, I just enjoyed it so much, and I've uncovered so many little details that I didn't get when I was 13, 12, like around that age, also because you see them from a different point of view and they give you different emotions. I cried so much both for this one and for the 5th one, which I'm gonna show you now because why not? So yeah, the second book I read obviously was the 5th volume of the Percy Jackson series, and it's this one, which is the Last Olympian. And yeah, basically the same thing goes for this one, so I'm just so happy because I reread these 2 books. And actually, another book I'm rereading is the first book of the 2nd series, which is The Heroes of Olympus, and I'm reading it in English this time. It's The Lost Hero. Actually, I'm reading it really slowly because I'm trying to study English while reading it, because I'm like underlining all of the terms I'm not really familiar with. I want to find the exact translation to these terms because I want to get better at vocabulary in English and also at phrasal verbs, so I just found out it would be the easiest way to do such a thing, and so yeah, I'm rereading this one too in English this time, and I'm liking it as of now. Not as much as I liked the first series, but yeah, same feeling when I did read it first back then. But we'll see, because I actually forgot a lot of things from when I first read these books, and actually it's like pretty normal since I read it about 5 years ago, so it's a lot of time. Next up, another book I read was Sherlock, Lupin and Me by Alessandro Gatti, which is actually a kids mystery book, or at least it's right in the middle between young adult and kids, well, kids and young adult. But I really did enjoy it because it is written pretty well. I just read it really fast. It took me a day to read it fully, and it really goes by in a very nice way, so it was very enjoyable as a read. Next up, we have another book which was actually recommended by my mom, who is not a reader, but we have to say that it's a non-fiction book, and it's about maths, so it's not a read for anyone. But for me, since I do love the field of research, basically physics, maths, all this kind of stuff, I'm just in love with it. I really did enjoy this book a lot, also because it's easy even for someone who doesn't know maths at all, and it's a very, very nice read. Like, you can tell by the first 100 pages, because it's actually really small. It's 300 pages long. It's like, it's told as a thriller book or a mystery book, and it caught me right from the first 20 pages I was in. And the book I'm talking about is Fermat's Last Theorem by Simon Singh. Yeah, really, I recommend this a lot. Even for people who don't really like non-fiction books, it might be one of the best reads of their life. Last but not least, one of the books I've started pretty recently, but that I wanted to reread again as well, because I did love it when I first read it. I loved it a lot. It's The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafòn. I fell in love with it again. And I didn't even know, but my aunt, who is the first one who has introduced me to Zafòn, she told me like midway August that Zafòn has died, and I was like, what? I was shocked. I was completely shocked because I'm so sad about it. He's one of my favorite writers, if not my favorite, and I just figured out that he died at a very young age. Like, he was 60, I think, something like that. Okay, no, not 60, he was about 76, but he's still young. And I don't know, I feel like I would have wanted to hear more stories from him. And this news really made me so sad, but you know, it's life, it's the circle of life. And I don't know, I feel like death has deprived us of a really good 21st century writer. Knowing this just while reading his book, one of my favorite of his books, again, really left something missing inside, but I think I'm gonna try to finish it with different mindset, like knowing that now I need to taste each page like it was the first time. I'm gonna let you know when I finish reading these ones too, which I'm gonna put in my autumn TBR, because yeah, today I'm also gonna show you my autumn TBR, autumn/fall TBR. I don't know if you're from UK, US. And yeah, so it's one of the first books that's gonna be put in my fall TBR. At this point, I think we can go on with my fall TBR. And the second book, obviously, is going to be The Angel's Game, which is this one, always by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, because these books, along with other two books, are part of a tetralogy, which is The Cemetery of the Forgotten Books, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, it's these two books, but also other two, as I said before, and we're talking about The Prisoner of Heaven and The Labyrinth of the Spirits. But these books are not the only ones in my fall TBR, because there were other books I needed to reread, if you remember. And I'm talking about two trilogies. I did love the first one, but I still needed to finish the second one, and in the end I decided to reread both of them. And I'm talking about The Chronicles of the Emerged Word. Oh my god, okay, yeah, this one. The Chronicles of the Emerged Word by 𝑩𝒐𝒌𝒔 Tracy, and also The Words of the Emerged Word. And yeah, so I can't wait to read these two trilogies as well, even though they're pretty big. I don't know when I'm gonna finish them, and I also don't even know if I'm gonna finish them. in useful time for my fall TBR to finish. But I hope I succeed. Going on, because yeah, we haven't finished yet. We have Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, I think it's called in English, by Douglas Adams, and I've read his other book, whose name I don't know in English, honestly, because I do remember it's really different from Italian. So I'm just gonna put it around here, anywhere, and even in the description box below, just like the other books I'm showing you right now. Next up, I'm gonna read another non-fiction book, which is The Imperfect Birth of Things by Guido Tonelli, which is an Italian researcher who has worked for the discovery of the Higgs particle. I've already read another one of his books, I just can't remember the name. Well, no, okay, I can find it, but it's fine. I'm gonna put the other name here too, around. Then we have another book in English. It's The Son of Neptune, which is the second volume of the Heroes of Olympus saga. And of course, I hope I can finish the first volume so that I can read this one before fall ends as well. But we're gonna see. And last but not least, I have another 2 volumes, which are actually 2 kids' books, but they're also classics. And they are The Wizard of Oz by Lemon Frank Baum, which is usually written L. Frank Baum, so I'm used to pronouncing it this way. And it's one of the books that actually I'm going to reread, because I've already read this one when I was a kid, basically. It was the first book I read, but I can't find the edition I read at that time because it was my father's, and I don't know where it went. It just disappeared and I can't find it anymore, so I decided to buy it again. And the last one is gonna be A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This one really is a classic, and I can't really understand why I haven't read this one before. So it's gonna be in my fall TBR, of course, but I'm gonna read it like nearby Christmas, obviously, because I want to get in the mood to read this book. I really want to read this one before it's too late, but I think it's never too late to read such books, so I hope it's gonna surprise me with special effects. And basically that's it. I hope you liked the video, and if you want to show me your own TBR in the comments below, you can always do it. I'm here to read your comments. It gives me energy and I just appreciate it a lot. And if you liked the video, also leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. See you in the next video. Bye!